Welcome to News Strip Down, where I dig through the news and weed out the nonsense so you guys don't have to. 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's probably just BS, anyways. Today is August 17th. It's Monday, guys, beginning of the week. August 17th, 2026. It's 20 degrees Celsius. That's 68 degrees Fahrenheit to you guys down in the States. Sorry, no green screen today, but I have a working mic and a working camera, which is kind of funny. So yeah, let's start off with some birthdays today. Oh, and last week it was Matt Noah's birthday last week. Can't remember when it was, but happy belated birthday, Matt Noah. Today's birthday, today in 1786, Davy Crockett was born. He was 49 years old. He was killed in the Battle of the Alamo. Davy Crockett, famous, king of the wild frontier. That dude. Hey, DJ, what's up? And then today in 1887, Marcus Garvey, he passed in 1940 at the age of 52. He was the creator of the Back to Africa movement in the early 1900s in Harlem, New York. Also today in 1896, General Leslie Groves. He was an Army engineer and World War II general. He overseen the construction of the Pentagon and was also one of the head generals when it came to the Manhattan Project. Manhattan Project is the nuclear program they started, after World War II in the 50s and 60s. He passed in 1970 at the age of 73. General Leslie Groves. And today in 1944, Leslie Ellison, he's the founder of Oracle. You guys know what that is? He's 82 years old today. Also today in 1943, Robert De Niro is 83 years old today. If you don't know who Robert De Niro is, great, 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 great actor. I'm doing okay. Just some YouTube issues and stuff like that last week. And today in 1960, Sean Penn is 66 years old today. Sean Penn, yeah, famous actor, kind of a icon back in the day. Kind of doing his own thing now. I think he's mostly directing now. You don't really see him acting very much. And then today, born in 2000, Little Pump, aka Gazy Garcia, known for his song Gucci Gang. He is 26 years old today. So yeah, that's it for birthdays. Yeah, I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time. 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's just BS. Today is August 17th, Monday, 2026, 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit to you guys down in the States. Let's get over since we're talking about the states and the weather. Yeah, let's talk about the Cherokee Nation here in northeastern Oklahoma. Has banned data center development on its tribal owned and trust land, stating that their primary is their primary is to protect their citizens and their tribal communities. 37-page report critique uh, cites energy and water consumption, air quality, noise, cultural resource protection for its people, among other things, in that 37-page document. And which is kind of funny when it comes to Oklahoma right now. Oklahoma has 36 data centers that are currently running, with five currently being built as we speak, with another possibly in its staging plans right now, which is crazy. Yeah, Alberta's in the house now. Yeah, what's up, 2-4? How's it going? So yeah, it's interesting. It's good to see the Cherokee Nation starting to stand up for themselves. They got some issues of their own there, but that kind of like blew my mind there that there's already 36 data centers just in Oklahoma alone. Like, does that not blow other people's minds right now? With another five being built, so that'll be 41. Probably by the end of the next year and a half here, there'll be 41 data centers and then another nine planned. Like that's ridiculous amount of data centers. I can see why the Cherokee people are a little worried. Oh, and some stock market news. BlackRock and Meta. You guys know how much I love talking about BlackRock. BlackRock and Meta venture together there in El Paso data center is getting some flack from the investors with $1 billion on the line here. Apparently, this project is not being insured for a total loss if something major goes wrong with this project. So all these investors could just be out all this money completely right now. But looking at their stocks and stuff, that's been happening today. Like it's gone down slightly, but like nothing considerable, and nothing really like nothing like relatively quite that's out of stew. So it didn't really affect BlackRock or Meta's stocks when it came to this either. There was a little bit of. It's just funny how that really didn't change the stock market. And it's funny. BlackRock was telling people invest your money into this project, and yeah, that's hilarious. And then let's go over to Europe here, over to France. France power prices have hit a record high since January of last year. Yeah, this is crazy. Since January of last year. Last year they were having some of the most expensive power bills. Like just think about it in January. And this is because the reoccurring heat waves that they've had to occur, which has caused the outages at nuclear power plants. Well, cloudier weather has reduced their solar generation. So, like, yeah, really, there it's a lose lose situation here. Like, all this gain of talking about solar power and nuclear power, and it's not working out both ways. Hey, Tracy's, how's it going? So yeah, this solar power and this nuclear power stuff, it's just not. I don't see it working for the foreseeable future. And again, we're walking before we can, or we're running before we can walk. We need to have a battery storage infrastructure too if we're going to be building all this solar power and all this nuclear power is like great, but first of all, we need to have a supply of the fuel for the reactors, and then we need to have storage for like wind and solar power. So it just doesn't make any sense. And not only that, like, you think this is going to cost the French people money when it comes to looking at their like electricity bills? No, no. You want to, France is actually the leading exporter of electricity to the European Union. Like this is crazy, you guys. Like, so not only that, it's going to be affecting Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, and Belgium. So not only France is going to start seeing their energy bills go up, all these other countries are going to start to see this at the end when it comes to their bills. So this isn't just affecting France. Like this is going to affect multiple countries within the EU, and it's going to be interesting what's going to happen because there is some government oversights, and depending where you are located in certain places and your supplier, because there'll be like a subsidiary supplier who's selling you electricity, not the main hydro station itself, right? So depending on the contracts they have through these countries and providers, and with government oversights, it, I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen here. Like just since what was this last Monday, August 11th, the power prices in France jumped to about 21.8%. That's what it jumped up to. And yeah, this could vary again per region. But yeah, like it's so funny. The people are just sitting there talking about France when it comes to stuff like this. It's not just France. You got to realize that France is the leading exporter of electricity throughout the EU. So if the people of France are going to be paying more for electricity, all these other countries are going to start seeing it too. So yeah, Yeah, the energy crisis. The energy crisis is so funny. It's just everything, whether it's fuel or it's power, it's all coming down to this energy crisis. And then, since the UK is going to be involved in this power, well, speaking of power crises, this is kind of interesting. King Charles and Prince William could have to upgrade their private estates after the government announced that landlords and their properties have to have an emergent energy performance certification of a C or higher by 2030. The suspected upgrades could cost around 30 million pounds, but this is just an estimate. Okay, this is just an estimate. Like, this is just for them. Like, this is gonna cost way more than 30 million pounds. The expected cost, like, this isn't going to come from the taxpayers. This is going to come from the expect revenues generated from the estates, because they rent these estates out for like weddings, revenue or parties and stuff like that. Airbnbs. Yeah, and it's supposed to come out of their own personal wealth to pay for these upgrades. But the current rating on these places right now, that all of these estates, is around an E range. So right there at the bottom of the ratings when it comes to efficiency, energy performance certification in the UK, United Kingdom. So, and then after 2030, landlords could face up to $30,000 in fines per property if not having a rating of a C or higher. So, but you know what? Do you think we're gonna see like King Charles or Prince William ever gonna have to pay those fees? They're gonna find some way around it. But you know what's so funny? Like, they put this stuff into power. They should abide, but it's always these people at the top. They're telling us what to do, right? But yet they're like, oh well, we don't have to follow those rules. So it's going to be interesting to see if King Charles and Prince William actually like do this. We've got to keep the heritage to these buildings. We can't do upgrades. That's preposterous. Yeah, yeah. I could just see something. Sorry, just something so pompous come out of his mouth. Oh, and then some research coming out of the UK. Yeah, back to the UK here. Researchers from the University of Brussels, in collaboration with the UK Atomic Energy Authority, have manufactured a prototype power source that is capable of operating for thousands of years without recharging or maintenance. This is a diamond nuclear battery that uses radioactive isotopes carbon 14. Carbon 14 is normally used in archaeological dating. So, like carbon dating. Does that make sense? It's normally used for carbon dating. So, what they're doing is they're encasing this in a diamond, a synthetic like diamond material, which kind of like keeps all the like bad electrons on, but still emits enough electricity to make it utilizable. So, like, you guys remember like video games? You see like a cube or something, and it's like an energy source, and it's just, I don't know. I've never played like what is it? Not Roblox, the other one, but like power sources. I don't know, like Zelda probably had something like that, but in games, there's always these weird power sources. And now we're getting into technology like this. It's really crazy about this new power source. Is supposed to last, or its shelf or its half life of it. Yeah, its half life is approximately 5,700 years. Yeah, yeah, that's according to its radioactive decay. So yeah, what does that mean? Yeah, it lasts way longer than any other source that's out there. And what they're going to be doing is they're taking this. Uh, t- 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 they're encasing it absorb. The diamond encasing absorbs the electron radiation within the structure, making it impossible for hazardous radiation to escape during normal operation. This device generates microwatt level energy similar to the principles behind solar panel technology, but using the energy of atomic decay instead of light photons. The primary raw material for this creation of these cells comes from radioactive graphite that is extracted during decommissioning of nuclear reactors. This could be a solution to long term storage of nuclear waste while converting this isotope into a useful power source. This also could lead to better medical implants and then new sea and space technology and remote monitoring systems for Arctic and places hospitable to man. Now, think about what I just said. They have contained a power source. So now they're going to try and figure out how to make this thing microscopic. This is insane. Like the tip of a pen, the tip of a pen. They're going to have power sources, the tip of a pen, that are going to power pacemakers forever. We have this technology. They're doing it right now. But, once this reaches a point, like any other technology, it's going to become a national security risk, and then it's going to be classified as top secret. But I'm going to try and keep an eye on what's happening here at the UK's Atomic Energy Authority and the University of Bristol, because I am super interested in this. Like, think about you just carrying a power source in your pocket that lasts 5,700 years. Like, this is something so futuristic, like this is like Iron Man. What Iron Man has in his chest, it's a forever power source. And we're using up waste from other nuclear power plants as well. So it's kind of a win-win, but let's see what they can do with this first. But they proved it can work. They proved it's stable. So let's see what we can do with it right now. This is going to be interesting, you guys. Nuclear technology is something else. Like, this is beyond fusion. This is something else. Like, this is beyond fusion. This is, I don't even know how to describe this, but this is like stuff I used to read about in like the 80s of stuff happening, 80s and early 90s, the sci-fi books. This is crazy. But yeah. Yeah, that's it for the news today, you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time. News stripped down 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer is just BS. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. And then let's end things off on things that happened today in history. Today in 1903, Joseph Pulitzer donates $1 million to Columbia University, starting the Pulitzer Prize in the United States of America. That's when it started there. Thank you. That was awesome. I seen that. I seen that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And today in 1945, Korea divided into North and South along the 38th parallel. 1945. I didn't realize that too. I really never thought about it that much because there's always kind of North Korea, South Korea. But I guess hence the Korean War. Yes, and Canadians did fight in the Korean War too. And today in 1945, Indonesia declares independence from the Netherlands, formerly being the Dutch East Indies. Today in 1947, the Radcliffe Line is revealed between India and Pakistan. I don't know. I should have looked into that before it's like the Radcliffe Line. So was it just an invisible line before? Did nobody know where it was going? And today in 1998, Bill Clinton's famous last words, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman," was said today. That around 8 o'clock, I think he said that, like Central Time. Yeah, that would have been about 8 o'clock Central Time is when he originally said that. And then today in 1979, Monty Python's The Life of Brian premieres in U.S. theaters. So yeah, that's it for the news today, you guys. Yeah, we'll be back for tomorrow's show, Tuesday. Just starting the week for anyone who it matters to. I'll see if I can get the green screen working for tomorrow. I don't know what's happening with that, but this is working. Just one more thing at a time. It's just I don't know what's going on. YouTube's got to hate on me for some reason. But yeah, I'll be back for tomorrow's show. Yeah, and if I don't see you guys, have a great week and enjoy the weather if it's nice. It's kind of rained all weekend, kind of put a damper on everything here, southwestern Manitoba. But and then you can smell the fall in the air already, and it's like yeah, it's already halfway through August. Yeah, you can smell the air. You know that smell. It's kind of discouraging. Yeah, everyone's starting to get grumpy already. There's no there's no S word on the ground yet, so don't get grumpy yet. Don't get grumpy. But this is gonna be an interesting winter with the weather that we've had, especially with this La Nina or is it La Nina El Nino? I think it's La Nina. They keep switching it up. I don't know what is it, but anyways, I'll be back for tomorrow's show. Tracy, take her easy 2-4. DJ, take her easy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.